Welcome back everyone to the channel. So today's session is about how to add an ESXi to your domain. For this I have 3 machines in total as of now. So as you can see my screen, we have machine 1, that's the primary domain controller. It bears an IP address of 192.168.10.2. The secondary domain controller, which has an IP address of 192.168.10.3, and this is the ESXi version 6.7. In a later video I'll show how to install it and how to configure this. So as of now, this machine doesn't have an IP address. I have reset it to the defaults, and as you can see the screen, it has a Apipa IP address. Let me log into this. Okay, so the IP address, as we can see on the screen, is 169.254, which is an automatic assigned IP address, which is called Apipa. Let's take you in a sequence. Escape. Okay, so it says to press F2 to customize the system or view logs. Let me press F2. It will ask me for my authentication. I'll key in the username and password. Now this will take me to the system customization. The option which says configure management network, this is where we have to specify the IP addresses. Press enter. Go to IPv4 configuration. I'll use set static IPv4 IP address. So I'll put in the same network IP address, or the same range of network of IP address that I have in my network. It's 192.168.10. Let's say I put in 5. This would be the subnet, and then the default gateway. Press enter. IPv6 will not do anything with this. The DNS configuration, I need to use the static DNSs. So the primary one would be 192.168.10.2, and secondary is 192.168.10.3. I'll put in the name, the host name as ESXi server, and then OK. Now since I put in the same network, it takes the domain name automatically. That's askanexpert.com. Press enter. Let's go to back. It will ask you, do you want to save the changes? Yes. Let's do a back again. Let us test the management network. So this is basically trying to connect with the DNS services. So these are my 2 DNS servers, and it will try to resolve the host name as well. This might fail, so let's check this out. It's able to connect to the DNS1. The DNS2 is also connected. The host name failed. That's okay. Press enter. Escape. So as you can see on the screen, it says to manage this host you need to go to this IP address. Let's open up. So as of now I am on the DC1. I'll try to manage this. The IP address was 10.5. okay, I'll put in http://192.168.10.5. There will be a security risk. Go to advanced, accept the risk and continue. Now you would see the user interface for the ESXi host. You need to put in the password. Okay, so this is the graphical interface for your host. To add this to the domain, let's go to manage, click on security and users, go to authentication, and then click on join domain. So the domain name that we have is askanexpert.com. askconnect.com, and this will be the username and password by which you can add machines to your domain. So administrator the username, and I'll put in the password. Click join domain. So there will be a task for this. Okay, it's started. It's completed successfully. And now we see that over here it says leave domain, which means that it has been added and it's AD enabled. This is the domain that it has joined. This is the membership status. Let's go to our AD and see. Let's refresh the computer section. So yes, we do have the ESXi server added to my domain. Now if you want to manage this with several other users apart from root, you need to go to users. You can add a user. Let's put in ESX underscore user. This wouldn't take up special characters, so I'll put in user 1. User 1 is a test user. I'll put in the password. I'm not sure whether I press the caps button or not. Yes, it is pressed. Okay, I'll put in the password. Click add. So now you would be able to use this as a root, which is the admin. I have additional user created as Kaustav Kumar, and there's a different user called user 1. Let's try to log into this with user 1. I'll close this. 192.168.10.5. Okay, it did not log me out, so let's first of all log out. I'll put in user 1. I'll put in the password. Don't need to save the password. The permission was not specified. Well, nevertheless, I'll take this permissions in a different session. So I'll conclude this video with a closing note that this is the way by which we can add this ESXi onto your domain. All you need to do is to configure the IP addresses over here, then go to the UI version, go to manage, go to security, and then from the authentication put in the domain name and the credential by which you can add machines to your domain controller or to your domain. So I will be completing this video. In case you have any questions, do put it in the comment section below, and if you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe it. In case of any questions, I'm always there to help you out. Thank you so much for watching.